Hey everybody, so this is a video for how to build the solid supercluster. Now what you need are two different groups of C60 spheres, just like this. The two groups are arranged different polarities. So these are all one polarity, and then these are all the other polarity. And there's 43 of these, and there's 92 of these. Well, right now there's 91, but I'm about to make the 92nd, so you can see how to make the spheres. What you need to make those is 12 little pentagons, and you put them together just like this. And that's how you make these. And that is the 92nd one. Now the way you can tell if they're the same polarity is that the 12 pentagons that you used, you can still see them in here. And if two spheres are the same polarity, the pentagons should just sit on top of one another like that. And if the spheres, on the other hand, are the opposite polarity from each other, they will lock together like that, see? So, now, to assemble this thing, you first start out with one of these from the group of 43. And I'm going to go ahead and call this group A and this group B from here on out, just to simplify things. So you take one sphere from group A, and you take 12 spheres from group B, and you put each one so that they're interlocking on those pentagon faces. Just like that. And you do that all the way around this group A sphere, and it'll just wrap all the way around it. Okay, and now you'll have a shape that looks like this. And now what you want to do is you're going to add on 30 of these group A spheres and wrap them around this. And where you're going to attach them is, you see that between any two of these, you'll see that there's a pentagon there and a pentagon there. And they're kind of facing each other. And the way that these add on is on top of those two. So they go down just like that. And you go ahead and add all 30 on across all the different areas between any two balls on this shape. Okay, and now you're at this point, and your shape should look like this. And if you don't have, 8100 magnets, this is actually kind of a cool looking place to stop. But if you do, you can continue on by taking the last 12 of these group A spheres, and you can see where there's kind of pentagons formed around the outside, and you want to put one down right in the center. Hold on. There we go. Right in the center of each spot, just like that. And you want to do that to all 12 pentagons that are around the surface. And remember, while you're doing this, you want to make sure that the pentagons are still lining up in a way so that they can interlock. And that'll help you figure out which way to put it down if you're having problems with that. So, anyway, now you are here. And now your next step is the big one. You want to start to take the last 80 of these group B spheres and do like you did before with the 30 group A spheres, which is when you see any space between two spheres, you'll see two pentagons that are facing each other, and you want to place a group A, or B rather, sphere down on top of it like that. But then also you're going to see places where there are three spheres kind of forming a triangle now. And for those, though, you do the same thing because there are three pentagons that are facing each other. And those will just plop down just like that in between those three. And you go ahead and do that to at least enough to completely finish off this top face of the shape. Made a mistake. Hold on. Sorry about that. All fixed. And now I'm going to continue doing what I was doing. Okay, now you've totally completed the bottom face of this because it's going to be the bottom. So now what you need is you need to figure out a way to add a little bit of extra support. And what I do is I take just two stacked pentagon rings and I add them down on top of the pentagon in the middle there. It's backwards. There we go. Just like that. And that's not the perfect height. It's a little bit too short, but 3 rings is too long. So you have to add a little bit of extra support. And again, I like to just use a couple of coins. This is a nickel and a penny on top of each other. And you just let the center spoke rest on those, and that's the perfect height. There you go. And now you just need to add the rest of these spheres on, the same pattern that you were doing before. And that is how you build the solid supercluster. It's really dense. It's not the biggest shape, but it's, 8,100 magnets, or actually I think 8,110 magnets, and very dense. And so now I guess I'm going to smash it.